Hello, and welcome to the very first episode of What Should We Watch? I'm Meet, and today we are going to talk about David Lowery's new film, Mother Mary. Let me explain why I chose this movie for my first video, and then I'll break down the concept I have in mind for this channel. Out of all the movies I watched last week, this was both the most current one and the one I realized I want to talk about the most. So that's why I picked Mother Mary. As for our concept on what should we watch, you can write the movies you want me to talk about in the comments below and we'll discuss them. It doesn't matter if it's a recent release or an old classic. If there are no suggestions from you, I will just pick and talk about one of the movies I watched that week. That pretty much it in a nutshell. Don't forget about subscribe to the channel, like the video and leave a comment and let's dive into Mother Mary. Mary and Sam haven't seen each other for a long time until Mary suddenly shows up at Sam's door, asking her to design a dress for her upcoming concert. And Mother Mary explores the bond between these two old friends over time. Mary is a world-famous pop star, but she has been away from the stage for a while. Although the film initially hides the reason behind this from us, we gradually find out Mary and Sam pour their hearts out at one another. Sam, on the other hand, is the person who designed Mary's stage costumes for years and essentially helped to create the persona of Mother Mary. Mary showing up out of the blue is assumed for Sam as it's surprising. This is because she tries to get her own revenge for how Mary screwed her over years. Mother Mary is built entirely on the tension between these two artists. Throughout the entire movie, we witness the conversation between these two characters. The director David Lowery originally convinced the film as a stage play, while deciding to adapt it for cinema over time. He stayed true to most of his initial choices. Having started that, he had wanted to make a movie consistent of just two actors talking for a long time. Lowery achieved a certain level of success with Mother Mary. There is a lot to say about Mother Mary, since the film is filled with long conversation between the two characters and lengthy monologues. It contains a massive amount of detail. I have to admit that I got a bit tired while watching it at times, but at the end of the day, I can say I was satisfied with what I watched. Lowry doesn't allow many external distraction during the scenes where these two characters bare their souls. By keeping them in a single location and using a mix of close-ups and wide shots, he allows you to build a connection with the characters. Because his original plan this is a play, he carried this specific choice onto the widescreen. There are also heavily layered metaphors in the conversation I mentioned, especially almost all of Sam lines carry a metaphor. In fact, at one point in the film, Lauren reflects the audience's own feelings by having Mary say that's too many metaphors, proving that he is fully aware of what he is doing. In the first hour of the film, which is heavily laced with these dialogues, we witness what I think is the best scene of the movie. Sam wants to see if the dress she will design is compatible with the choreography of Mary's new song, but she tells Mary that she doesn't want to actually hear the song. She explained that she hasn't listened to Mary's music for a long time, that it has been good for her, and that she has terrible memories from the last time she listened to it. Upon hearing this, Mary performed the dance's complete silence, and right then we see how much an artist struggles while dancing, throwing herself around, so to speak, pushing her limits to the extreme. Lowry beautifully showcased the hard work, blood, sweat, and tears that go into the piece before the final product is achieved. Towards the second hour of the film, we gradually witness the explanation for the coldness between the duo and the current state they both find themselves in. First, Sam explains why she no longer listens to Mary's music. She says she experienced immense pain in the last time she listened to it, and at the end of this agony, she decided to purge Mary from her inner self. Although she used this as a metaphor at first, we see that specific red dress manifest, leave Sam's body and move toward Mary. Laurie might be using the red dress here as a symbol of rage, or perhaps an addiction. Sam was someone addicted to Mary until she got the piece out of her system. Her career couldn't progress without it. But the moment that peace leaves her inside, her life becomes more organized and balanced. For Mary, however, the situation evolves into the exact opposite. After hearing Sam's story, she shares her own experience. They had decided to do a spiritual session at the end of the concert, and at the end of the session, this red dress entered Mary. Following this, Mary experienced a state of burnout and gradually lost her life energy. After this part, we see collage of laboratories. In this montage, Mary suffers a deeper breakdown after every single concert, and finally, the moment comes when she has to take a break from music. Mary falls off the stage platform right in front of the whole world's eyes. Mary claims that she saw the red dress coming toward her and that she was running away from it, but nobody else, not even the phone camera, sees any red dress. Lauren might have also intended this red dress symbolized the bond these two women share. This dress, which initially ate Sam alive, slowly destroys Mary after transferring over to her. Sharing this experience with each other, the duo holds another session to save Mary from distress and successfully extract it from her. I suppose my least favorite part of Mother Mary was its conclusion. The film's climax is excellent, but the drop off after ruins the ending a bit for me. Even though this moment shared by Mary and Sam represent the return their old selves, I must say it weakens at the end of the movie. The past and future of these women are intertwined. Both women move forward by drawing strength from one another, but I feel like the film could have delivered this better. Before wrapping up, I also need to talk about the film's cinematography and the actors. The cinematography is handled by Rina Yang and Andrew Jones Palermo. This duo does such a beautiful job that I think we all the shifting tone of the movie are due to them. While they use a simpler tone during those conversations in the first hour, the visual style and use of color take a completely different turn as the film transitions into a more mystical tone, which greatly benefits the narrative flow. The actors, on the other hand, are already the core element carrying the movie, and Hathaway and Michelle Cole shows in every scene that have truly connected with their characters. I think Michelle Cole is the absolute star of the film. She brilliantly portrays Sam's sarcastic seriousness despite such lengthy dialogues. Her facial expressions are incredibly nuanced. As for another way, I can say she pulls off the Lady Gaga ST role quite well. There is no question her acting talent anyway, but she has done a stellar job and once again in a very different role. Mother Mary turned out to be a film that builds its entire narrative around two artists, explaining that artist mainly plays a role, and that this role is created through the costumes. No matter how many metaphors it contains or how long the dialogues are, at the end of the day, I can say I left this movie happy. As a score, I give it a 3 out of 5. Anything higher seems unlikely. And with that, we have come to the end of the very first episode of What Should We Watch. If there's a movie you want me to talk about next, you can leave this comment below. It doesn't matter if it's an old or a new film. If no suggestions come from you, I will be right here with one of the movies I watched this week. I would appreciate you if you didn't forget like the video, leave a comment, and subscribe to my channel. Take care.